Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to the Long Run with Joel and Christy. I'm Joel.
And I'm Christy.
What are we doing today?
We are celebrating 4 years on YouTube.
Wow, 4 years. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to
We've
it.
been around for a little while. All right. I had a little problem with my computer.
Yeah.
And it had to restart. And so I announced that we were going to do this celebration as a Q&A. And so we did have a few Qs to come in, and I just put that on a document so that we would be able to see them easily all in one place. And then my laptop decided it had to restart. So I'm currently scrolling through trying to find my document. There it is. All right. Feel free to let us know if you have any questions during the live stream. We will answer those. If it doesn't take that long to answer the ones that we received, then I did look up like some tag questions that we could do, and we would love to hear your responses as well. Good morning, my friend. Say hey to Cecilia.
Hey, Celia.
All right.
Go ahead.
Who said that?
Siri.
Siri.
Siri's
Stop
on
it.
my phone. Stop it, Siri. Siri, stop. Siri, stop.
Stop listening, Siri. Oh, my word. When you use a mic.
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I can't do that.
I didn't think you could.
When you use a mic for your live stream, this is what you might run into.
Hey, Sam.
Hello, Sam. All right, let's see. Hey, Tony, how are you doing? Thank you. All right. Let's see. Our first set of questions is from our friend Leisure, and we don't see her in the chat yet, so maybe we'll start with Sam.
Well, let's jump down to Sam's questions.
Who is in the chat right now? We don't. That way we can answer hers first, and then we'll go back and do Leisure's in a few minutes. It was March 19, 4 years. Yeah, I knew you had been on just a little bit longer than we had. Yeah. It's a long time to stick with YouTube for 4 years, I think. I think if you made it past 3 years, you really
Yeah, absolutely
hung on for the endurance.
Yeah.
Sam says, yay.
Yay.
All
okay.
right.
Okay. All right. So.
Hey, by the way, Joel did not look at any of the questions ahead of time, so I know what they are, kind of.
I like to be surprised.
But so
my answers are going to be right fresh off the cuff. So,
right,
you know,
right.
It's what you expect from me.
Yes. Okay. And being that this is just a celebration thing, we didn't want to sound like all prepped and ready to answer these questions. We're just having a little fun today.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. All right. So the first question, where do you see yourselves in 1 year from now and 5 years from now? 1 year from now. Well, still in this area.
Yeah, we may be living in a different place if they decide to go on our rent again.
But by different place, he means like moving to an apartment instead of a house or something like that. He doesn't mean like a different town or state.
Right.
Yeah. Because he'll still be working for the same place, hopefully.
Yep.
So, yeah, still in this area, just maybe in a different house.
5 years from now, hard to say. I think we'll still be here doing the same thing, doing the YouTube thing, doing the chicken thing, you know?
Yeah.
Because we love what we do. So
the chicken thing, like he said, their hope is that their store will continue to grow and stuff. So it'll be bigger and better. And it is a long time. So true.
Number 2, in terms of housing, do you prefer to continue to rent or do you wish to be homeowners of a house again? For those of you who don't know, if you've been following us for a while, we did own a house when we lived in Tennessee. We sold it when we moved to Houston because we knew Houston was just going to be a pass-through town before we moved to Florida, because that was the goal all along. When I started to work with Holly, my current operator, she was from she's from Oviedo, which is just north of here, right here in the Orlando area. And I knew the goal for her was always to get back home. And so that was our goal once we got to Houston, was to get her back home, which we did back in 2020. So we rented in Houston. We've rented here so far. You know, it's kind of like this. I don't know. You kind of think about owning a house of your own, but that comes with its pros and cons. You want something to a house to leave to your kids or something like that. I mean, I don't know. At my age, at my advanced age, I don't know if it would serve me well to take on a 15 or 30-year mortgage. We would try to pay it off. If we did, we would try to pay it off in probably 5 or 6 years, probably, but would be the goal, so that we're not, working on a mortgage for the rest of our life. But then again, if you rent, then you're renting for the rest of your life. So, it's we're still kind of in between on that. I don't really have a firm answer on that, but we'll just see. We'll see how it goes, and we'll move from there. If something did come our way that we felt like we couldn't pass up, that we could buy, we would probably do that. We've seen a couple of things that we thought we might be interested in, but we haven't really pulled the trigger on it yet, just because I'm trying to save up down payment, trying to save up for a car, trying to save up for a lot of different things. So sometimes you just have to find out what your priorities are and then work from there.
Right now, the only thing that we could probably afford would be in the 55 plus community, honestly, which he does qualify for, but they're not close. He would have quite a commute to get to work every day if he got one of those. The houses that are actually in our area are very expensive.
Yeah.
Because this is a growing area of Orlando. There's more people trying to move to this particular part of Orlando than are leaving. So the housing market here is ridiculous. And so for us to buy a house where he would have the same commute that he has right now with us renting would be very expensive. And on top of it, almost all of them have an HOA. So we would have to pay an HOA on top of a mortgage and maintenance on the house. It would probably cost us more than what we're paying in rent right now. So yeah. But we are considering, if they try to increase our rent this year, moving to an apartment complex instead of a townhome, just to keep the
there's actually a complex
lower.
right behind the restaurant that we could move to. And I could walk to work every day.
If they have an availability with 2 bedrooms when we're ready to move, because this lease won't be up until May. So we'd have to make that decision like late March or early April, whether or not we were going to move to an apartment complex. If they had something available right then that is at least not more than what we're paying right now, then we would seriously be considering it, especially without having to spend as much on gas and wear and tear on the car, being that those apartment complexes are so close to his job. So,
all right, number 3, would you ever leave Florida for another job opportunity or house affordability or family? I think the only thing that we would leave right now for would be family. Our younger son, Michael, and his wife, Megan, as you all know, are expecting their first child in March.
A little
girl. We're not fans of the cold, so that's why we don't live up there anymore. But I think that would be the only reason we would move.
Well, that wasn't the only reason we moved from there, but yes, it was also because a better job opportunity came up.
Sure.
So, but
I don't expect a better job opportunity than I have right now to come along, because I'm not really looking for anything. So
yeah. Honestly, in his line of work, the people who do his job, there's not many that get paid much more than what he gets paid. So
Yeah.
the chances of him finding something that would be like a better paying job would probably mean moving to a different company altogether. He gets paid quite well for that.
And there's something to be said for loyalty. And I've been with Holly now for almost 7.5 years. So
which is one of the reasons why he's paid.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't say quite well, but he's paid better than
average.
Better than average. Yeah, that's a good way to say it. Better than average, because he has stuck with her for so long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard that.
And the winter months was really a struggle for me for two reasons. I was one of the people that would suffer from the seasonal affectiveness disorder from not getting enough sunlight, but also I have sensitive skin, and so when everybody's like, "Ooh, I like layering up and wearing sweaters," not me. I don't. It irritates my skin to have a lot of layers on. So the winters, like when you were like bundling up trying to stay warm, was really really tough. So, but I would consider it from sometimes when Joel and I talk about the future, like if he, not to go morbid, but if he passed away, I might would move up there just so I could be close to them. Hey, Melanie, hey, everyone in the chat, if you don't know each other's channel, let's see, Creative Chica Halls and Mombirella. Did I miss anybody? I don't think so. I don't see if they are. They're hiding it from our back wall. But anyway, both of those have channels, so y'all check each other out. So Creative Chica Halls, or Tony is who we're saying. When we say Tony, we're talking about Creative Chica Halls, and then Mombirella. Okay.
Yep. All right, number 4, Joel. What is your next marathon goal, and will Christy join you if it's in?
You were just talking about us.
Yay!
Hey, it's so sweet. She's one of the few YouTubers we've actually met in real life. We met her at Universal Studios.
Yeah.
Or Islands of Adventure.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Joel, what's your next marathon goal, and will Christy join you if it's an international marathon? I'll answer the second question first. That's yes, because she goes with me to all the races wherever they're at. So she's my official videographer and picture taker. So
he needs to find one that actually can take a good picture. But yeah.
And then what's my next marathon goal? I don't have one yet. There's part of me that wants to run the international marathons in the World Marathon Majors, which are London, Tokyo, and Berlin. I thought about doing London next year, but the price was just exorbitant. We were going to pay probably about $8,000 just to go, not counting the flights over there. So it was going to be over $10,000 just to get over there and run the races. So we decided not to do that. I'm glad we did, because that would have been in April, and our granddaughter's going to be born in March. So that was fortuitous that we decided not to do that. I know my next real major goal is to run Boston again when I turn 60 in 2027. So I'm gearing up for another marathon probably in 2026 that I can use for my qualifying time. It'll probably be the Celebration Marathon again, because I love that race, and that's where I qualified the last time. So we'll definitely hit that one. I don't know if I'm going to run another marathon before then. I'll run some halves, but I don't know if I'm going to run another marathon before then. But we'll see. Never say never. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
That's nice. Yeah, it's amazing how 10 years ago, if anybody had said one day Joel will have ran like 10 marathons and been in Boston, he would have said no, that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't quit.
Don't quit.
Keep
That's
at
right.
it. That's right.
And if it's something you love, it makes it easy.
Okay, Chrissy, what would your dream job be and where?
I don't know. You know, I've done a lot of different jobs. I don't know if y'all caught that podcast where we talked about whether or not college was necessary and all the jobs that I've done without a college degree. And while all of them were okay, I don't know that I've ever said that I loved it, and I don't know that there's anything that I've ever thought I wish I could do that. Like, and in theory, YouTube is fun and stuff, but sometimes it becomes a lot of work because, and that's more about me than it is about anything else, because I get like, like, oh, I got to do this instead of enjoying the moment, I guess you would say.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know that I have a dream job.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm being a famous singer. How about that?
Yeah.
Hello, Crystal.
And then Living Zero like that.
Usually get to tune into those. Thank you. We're so glad that you're here.
Yeah. Yeah, you can do it. You can do it.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't a runner when I started either, so.
Yeah. Yep. Running for me is a challenge because I have like a borderline asthma thing, but I go and sometimes I just walk. If he's running, I'll walk while he's doing that.
Yeah.
But anyway, we have a few more channels that have joined us. So if y'all don't know each other, check each other out.
Yeah.
The Crystal Method and Living the Silver Life. The Crystal Method is kind of like budget financial stuff, and also tips for getting jobs. And Living the Silver Life is a couple that has a RV, but they also have recently built a house. So very cool to see their house and the gorgeous mountain views.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I Bill hikes a lot, doesn't he? Like, goes out on really long hikes. Hey, Leisure. No problem, because
we skipped over your questions until you got here.
Yes, we said we don't see Leisure's name yet, so we'll answer her questions after she gets into the chat. So, let's see. That was the dream job and where.
What would your dream vacation be and for how long?
I will say sometimes I do think that it would be fun to work in a theme park, not like Disney, but like our son and daughter-in-law works in Dollywood, and looks like that would be fun. But I don't know that I have a dream job thing. If it was Dollywood, then it would be up in Pigeon Forge.
Yeah.
But the weather is what would not make me want to enjoy that. So anyway, the dream vacation and for how long?
Mm-hmm.
Mine would be Hawaii. I don't know for how long, I could stay, probably however long that would be.
Yep. Your dream house and where? Describe it. Number of rooms, bathrooms, square foot area, indoor, outdoor space, city or county, pool, etc. Wow, that's a question there.
All right, a dream house. You know, when I was young, I thought that everybody who was rich had a 2-story house, because everybody that wasn't rich that I knew had like a ranch style house. So, just a 1-story thing. So I thought everybody who had a 2-story house must have had more money than. But after we moved to Tennessee, we had our first house that actually had 2 floors. And I realized it's not as fun as it seemed to be. So I actually think that, and right now we have a 2-story townhouse. It would be 1 floor, probably 3 bedrooms, just so I would have an extra bedroom when our son, daughter-in-law, granddaughter, all that comes for a visit. Did you decide you needed a treat?
Yeah.
Y'all, he just got up and went to the refrigerator. Anyway, okay, well, you gonna tell him what you're eating?
Sure.
Okay. Anyway, and it would have a decent sized kitchen though, because y'all know that we cook a lot. But other than that, I don't need a lot of other stuff. Like pool sounds fun, but then you think about the electricity and the water to run it, things like that. I would want at least 2 bathrooms and stuff like that. Like simple, nothing fancy, but at least 3 bedrooms for company and 2 bathrooms for the idea that you would have company. So
yeah.
So just like that. And other than that, I don't have a lot of big dreams. You?
No. Really don't.
It would be nice to have a nice place to sit outside and have like a great view, but even that's like not a big thing.
Yep.
You gonna show them what you're eating?
Oh yeah, I don't remember what they're called. Chrissy made these on the 12 Days of Christmas treats that are coming up in December.
It's called Cool Whip candy.
Cool Whip candy, but it tastes like a Three Musketeers or a Milky Way.
Milky Way. Now, the thing is we were supposed to take all of those to Joel's work, but Joel wouldn't part with all of those. After he tasted it, he was like, "No, we're keeping some of those." Job at a theme park, yeah. I knew you would. Hold on, just a second. I know, right? Like, and really, I said not Disney World, but like if I was close. But like we live 30-something miles away or minutes away, it would be worth it to have to drive all the way there just to work there. But it would be fine for sure. Let's see. Yeah, it's just the I don't know if it's because I'm short or what, but carrying the clothes downstairs to bring them downstairs to the washer and dryer is like a chore because, like carrying it, bumping it. Now, like I usually say, Joel, bring the clothes down for me so that I can wash the clothes.
Yep.
Yep. Universal in January, February. We'd love to meet you guys. Cool. No voodoo donuts.
Yeah.
If you all are not familiar, Voodoo Donuts is at Universal's City Walk, which is right outside of the theme park part. So they came down for a trip one time and went to Voodoo Donuts before they went into the park.
Yep.
So yeah, we are getting some tickets for Christmas. Don't know.
We let our passes lapse. We haven't posted that video yet, but we let our Universal passes lapse back in January.
No, last year. Yeah. But that's why we didn't get to see her last year, because we had let them lapse. Yeah. Yep, we let them go. But hopefully we can figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey Lisa, how are you? It would be hard to part with them.
Believe me, it's hard to part with them.
Yeah. And they have been sitting in the refrigerators. They're cold now, so they have more of a Three Musketeer.
Excellent. It's excellent.
Has more of a Three Musketeer taste now that it's been chilling in the fridge. But when we were dipping them in the chocolate was actually melting the insides of it, and that was when it tasted more like a Milky Way. So that instant, like, it was, yeah.
All right. Next question.
Yeah. All
What's your ideal life if you're not living it already?
Ideal life if you're not.
I don't think I'm all. Excuse me.
I don't ideal life. I don't know, other than like we have talked Living the Silver Life will appreciate this. We have talked about when Joel retires that we will travel a lot more. So
But-
maybe the ideal life would be us traveling more.
We're living our ideal life where we're at.
Where we
So-
are right at the moment. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's kind of how we are.
Do we have goals for our channel in the new year?
Not really. We don't really set a lot of goals for the channel. Just try to put up good content.
I mean, I used to say number goals, like this amount of subscribers or whatever, and then I would feel bad, like, what are you not doing right if you didn't hit it? And so now I just don't even worry about that. Like, just focus on the content and don't worry about number goals and all that kind of stuff like that. Because, and you probably have heard this in the last year, they've said the subscriber count is really not the metric you should be paying attention to anyway. It should be more about whether or not your views are increasing. And it is. So our views are doing better in the last 3 or 4 months after we restructured the way we were doing some of our videos. Because to us, grocery hauls on Monday and Wednesday was recipes, and I thought the grocery haul videos are all the same thing. Like they're seeing us buy the same thing every week. This has got to be boring, right? And so we started doing the monthly hauls and showing how we were actually making the meal plan and making the list and stuff like that every month. We were doing a little something different off the plan, and it feels like people are like more interested in seeing some of the how you arrived at what you were actually going to buy.
Yep.
Not just the what did you buy. So I feel like now that hopefully we're providing a little more information, and that people like seeing that, and that's why the view count is going up a little bit. So we feel like that, like it's more about the content, and so we really haven't been putting anything on that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, so let's go ahead and answer Leisure's questions.
Yes.
First one was, what is on your bucket list as individuals and as a couple? I still have a few races on my bucket list I want to do. Boston was really the main one. I got that done this year. I'd like to run, like I said, I'd like to run some of the others. But if I get to them, I get to them. If I don't, I don't. So my main bucket list run has already been done. So I got that one done. I don't know, do some more traveling. We'd like to go to all 50 states at some point. We'll probably center those around a race so I can run, and then we can see stuff like we normally do when we go.
Yeah.
When we go on there. So
Hawaii is definitely one of mine.
Yeah.
And so
there's a race in Hawaii that I'd like to do coming up. It's always in January, so it won't be this January. Maybe next January we'll get over there. So
yeah, for me, like that, and then I think there's probably some things that, like Christmas events that happen throughout the United States in different areas, that would be really cool to actually experience those. Because I'm a big Christmas person. Sorry, I struggle not to start listening to Christmas music in September. Now, in my defense for listening to Christmas music in September, and actually Joel does now too, is for years we were like in church choirs and stuff, and you started practicing in September and October for Christmas. And so I've just been in the habit for years of listening to Christmas music for 4 or 5 months. You'll need to come up for the Wine Cup Marathon. Oh.
that'd be awesome.
That is in New York then? I know. I like you started posting about Halloween in July. And I thought, I will give you that if you give me Christmas in September. I didn't actually post very much about Christmas though
Yeah,
until
it's in New York.
November. What?
It's in New York.
It's in New York. Yeah. Okay. Because that's where their new home is. So
Yeah.
I thought that must be. So he immediately Googled that. He's going to have that on his October 6th.
That might be an option.
Might be an option. Okay. In Corning, New York, actually
Yep.
starts in Bath, and the finish line is downtown Corning.
Yep.
Okay. Could have put that up there. Very cool. He's Googling it, so. Me too.
Okay.
Me too.
All right. So.
No worries.
So, if you could eat whatever you wanted without any health consequences, what would your meal plan look like for 2 or 3 days? I think current.
Because he doesn't.
I don't really.
Well,
I know that
you would probably drink regular coffee instead.
Yeah, I
of
probably would do that. I probably drink regular coffee instead of decaf. I probably drink a little bit more Dr. Pepper than I normally do. Yeah, probably that, but I already eat pretty much what I want to most of the time anyway.
Can there be no budget consequences in it too? Because
Yeah.
there would be lattes.
Lots of lattes.
Lots of lattes.
Okay.
There would be lots of lattes. There would be pizza. There would be pizza, and
Yeah.
there would be chocolate.
Yep.
Oh, she's got. Oh,
That's awesome.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Okay, so that's all of those.
Yep.
All right. So what you think? You want to do a few of these holiday type questions?
Sure.
You sound excited. Okay, we just came up with a few holiday tag questions we found on a few other videos. So y'all shout your answers down in the comments. No budget consequences. Okay, lots of lattes.
Lots of lattes, lots of Dr. Pepper, coffee,
Well, not for me.
coffee with caffeine, and lots of pizza.
Pizza is. When I was in college and my last year of high school, I worked in a pizza restaurant. So my love for pizza has been strong for a long time, but it's not something that I eat often. So yeah, that would be in there. All right. So holiday tag questions. The first one is, what's the best Christmas gift you've ever been given? Caffeine has no limits.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even I have to limit it right now, but there would be no limits if I could eat whatever I wanted to. Yeah. All right. Best Christmas gift. What do you think?
I don't know.
It's really hard to say.
Power
Power
washer.
washer.
Typewriter. Okay.
Typewriter. I can see why that would be something you would have loved because she likes to write.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I do know that you can't see it because we haven't decorated for Christmas yet. We actually are talking about doing what little bit of decorations we're going to do this year because we're not going to be at home on Christmas Day.
Yep.
So we're actually traveling up to see our son and daughter-in-law. So we're talking about just putting up the tree. But normally this shelf right here behind me, right there, is full of Christmas village pieces from the top all the way to the bottom. And Joel used to get me those village pieces every year for Christmas. Him and the boys would buy me a new one to add to the collection. And so I do love those. I pretty much love any of my Christmas decorations because I don't buy new Christmas decorations every year, but sometimes they give me pieces for Christmas, which is how I accumulated a lot of what I do have. Oh, wait. Was my sewing machine.
That's
nice.
awesome.
I have never had a sewing machine. I did work at a sewing factory as a temp job, so I know how to use one, but I've never had one. Very cool. but it's mostly for the grandsons, and it's very
Yeah.
simple. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that after you have grandkids, it's probably like there's a time period of you wanting to do a little something to make it fun when they come over, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yep.
just assumption because we don't have one yet, but
Yeah.
love sewing machines. Cool.
What was your worst Christmas gift?
That's such an awful thing. I will say probably for me, when I was growing up, I don't know if this is the right way to say it, but I was a tomboy. I liked playing in the dirt with my brothers. I was in the middle of two brothers, but I had an older sister, but I played with my brothers because I was in the middle of them by age-wise. So I played in the dirt and stuff, but my mom was determined that I was going to be like all the other little girls, and she would buy me dolls and stuff. So I know there were some Christmases I was given dolls, and I didn't really want them. So I'm assuming that would probably be my, if I thought about it a while, I don't think I could think of anything else that would have been like a. Do you make a lot of your costumes for the events you go to on your channel? I know that you do cosplay. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Can't wait to spoil a grandchild.
Does your tree have a theme?
Is there a theme called what everything goes
Yeah.
on the tree?
It's
We
Christmas.
have it's eclectic. We have everything, like most of the ornaments were either made or given to us as Christmas gifts, or well, I was going to say made. I meant made by me because I made some ornaments that we used on the tree. But back years ago when we didn't have much money, I made ornaments. But then also it's full of every year we buy our boys a Christmas ornament, and we did that all the way up through their growing up. So some of it is eclectic ornaments that meant something to them that year that we bought it.
Mm-hmm.
And then some of it is ornaments that they physically made, like at church or school or something like that. So it's a very eclectic tree, but all the ornaments tend to have a very meaningful thing to us. They're all personalized to us.
Yep.
Oh no.
Wow. Yikes.
Bless your heart. That's with my kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. When is it okay to start playing Christmas music? I think Chrissy would say there's never a time to end playing Christmas music. So. Oh my.
Oh no. Well, my goodness. Did she have a lot of nieces to keep up with? More for myself, cosplay-wise. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. All right, let's see. Yeah, when is it okay to start playing Christmas music? When did you start playing Christmas music this year?
Officially, I guess last week. I broke it out. I have a certain playlist on my Spotify that I use when I run, and I broke that playlist out about a week and a half ago. And started playing it. So I have played. We do have on our iHeartRadio. We do have a Christmas channel that plays 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. And there's been times when I played that in July. So it just depends.
I am pretty sure it was the week before Halloween that I turned on a Christmas playlist on Spotify. So,
yeah,
I love it too. But on the ones that have a nice playlist list, I mean, the ones that like play Jingle Bells every hour, it's like, come on.
The station we have on iHeartRadio is iHeart Christmas, and they have 5 or 6 songs that they play with different artists for 24 hours a day, every day. So it's a lot of the same songs, just different artists.
Mm-hmm.
They need a little bit better selection.
Yeah. Joe. Do you have a last name for Joe? He knows you personally.
That's weird. That's interesting. Joe. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. If you know the person's channel name or something, that might help us figure out who it is. Yeah, that gets old fast. That's true.
Yeah.
But thank you for jumping into the chat.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yuri. Yeah. All right. Favorite Christmas movie? White Christmas.
Yeah.
It's always, I started watching White Christmas when I was like probably 11 or 12. They would play it every year on one of our 3 channels. Okay. All right. Cute. Just a minute. Yeah. All right. When are we putting our Christmas tree up? We were talking about putting it up this evening. So hopefully this evening. If you follow us on Instagram, we will show whether or not we get that done today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, every year I watched it, and now it's a little more challenging, but we have found it on Netflix, and so I watch it off Netflix every year now.
Mm-hmm.
I do have a whole list of Christmas movies, though, but I always say that until I've seen White Christmas, the holidays haven't actually started.
Yep. Rudolph, yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
We watch that. Try to watch that every year.
You didn't answer yours, though.
Oh, my favorite Christmas movie is 4 Christmases with what's his name? Vince Vaughn and Reese Witherspoon.
Yeah, and then but if it's an animated like Rudolph.
Yeah, it's Charlie Brown. Charlie Brown Christmas. Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, Celine.
Always on time.
That's right. Yeah.
Hey. Do you listen? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, yesterday we were at Epcot, and there was a guy rolling around on a scooter through the American Pavilion area playing that.
Yeah.
We were like, everybody was singing it though. We have the DVD of that and a couple of other Christmas movies, and we may have a DVD player somewhere, but it's definitely not plugged in. So, drummer boy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had an animated Christmas one that I used to watch every year with my boys, and our youngest one. I was talking to him on the phone the other day, and he said, "But do you still watch Noel?" And it was one that we used to watch off of. I guess it'd be Freeform. I think it was ABC Family back when they were kids, but we watched it every year together. And I was like, I used to watch that off YouTube after y'all got too old to watch it with me, but that was a cartoon movie that we watched every year. Muppet Christmas Carol. That one cool. Is a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yep.
Love the Muppets. Yeah. That's like a lot of people at Hollywood Studios at Disney World skip over the Muppets show there. What's it called?
Muppet Vision 3D.
Muppet Vision 3D, but not us. We pretty much go in there every time,
Yep.
even though we know what corny jokes they're going to make.
Yep.
It's just funny.
All right, what's your favorite Christmas song?
I meant to. You go ahead and answer.
I don't know if I have a favorite. I like the version of I Heard the Bells on Christmas Day by Casting Crowns. You've heard that one. They have a different arrangement of.
Oh, that one's.
It's pretty cool. It's
The
pretty good.
music on it. Is
Yeah,
amazing.
it's really good. Look that one up. It's really good.
Okay. Okay, mine is called How Many Kings, because I think that How Many Kings actually like brings the whole point of Christmas and Easter together into one. And it's by the group Down Here. So it's not played a lot, but it is beautifully written.
Yeah, Celine, we were in Walmart shopping last week, and they had the Red Ryder BB guns.
Yeah.
in Walmart the other day.
You know what's funny about A Christmas Story is that years ago, probably over 20 years ago, this friend was like, "Come over to our house. We'll watch A Christmas Story together." Joel had never watched it, and we sit there going, "I don't get it. Why is this a good movie?" But over the years, you know, we would start watching. I've started watching a little bit here and there, and I get it now. It is hard to watch that when you're in a group of people who are visiting, because you'll miss things. Mm-hmm. And I think that was why it was we were missing things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Jackson 5 Christmas album. I don't know. Do you know if I've ever heard that? Do you know if you've ever heard that?
I don't know.
I don't know. But there is the one song that the Jackson 5 sing that's like very mainstream, played a lot. Probably heard that. But also Mary Did You Know? Oh, yeah. Beautiful song. Beautiful song.
Next one. What's your favorite Christmas food?
Anything with chocolate and peppermint.
No peppermint for me. Anything chocolate or turkey and dressing, which we have for Thanksgiving too. So pretty much the same.
Mm-hmm. Cookies and cream fudge.
Oh yeah, cookies and cream fudge, but that's also something we can make any time of the year. So
yeah, but
we tend to make it around Christmas, but
yes. But yeah, like when at Christmas they will want candy that is
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. They still were. I remember when I was a kid that Michael Jackson had just started singing solo at the time. So we were probably on the tail end of Jackson 5. Though I'm a little younger than him, he might remember more of it than I do.
I don't remember a lot of the stuff from the Jackson 5. I really didn't start getting into music until probably late 70s, 77, 78.
And fun fact about me, my mother, although she loved the Beatles and Elvis, thought that the rest of all rock and roll was evil. And so it was pretty much 85 before I started hearing anything that wasn't country music on a regular basis. Other than the Beatles and Elvis, I heard a lot of them. But so that's probably why I don't have a lot of memories of it. It's classic. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, we do hear a lot of Jackson 5 on 70s on our heart radio. Yeah. And I still listen to the old Casey Kasem American Top 40 on there as well. And I hear a lot of Jackson 5 on there as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Did we do that one? Sweet potato pie. Yep. Okay, just yeah, go ahead. Bye-bye. All right.
Bye.
Thank you for joining us. Happy holidays. Lunch line in ninth grade.
Heard that.
You're not far.
I'm not far behind her.
That's,
Not
I'm
too
a little
far.
bit younger than Joel, but you know. But he's not
Yep.
that far behind you. Yeah. All right.
Favorite Christmas drink?
Peppermint mocha.
Yeah. I don't know that I really have one. Dr. Pepper?
Hot chocolate.
Yeah, I can. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I can go there. I can go there.
Okay.
Eggnog. Okay. Oh, phew.
Funny.
Then don't listen to I Heart Christmas because they play that a lot.
Hey, but there's one song that nobody wants to hear, so, and that's the Christmas Shoes one. So it's not as bad as Christmas Shoes, at least.
Eggnog. I never really got into eggnog.
I can't.
Yeah.
I can't. The texture, hot chocolate. Yeah.
Yep. Best Christmas memory?
Um,
I don't know. It's been a lot.
yeah. Any memory with my boys?
Yeah. Yep.
Everybody else, like, just sitting there, watching your kids open their presents and
Yep.
all that good stuff. You know, that's all the memories.
Yep.
Mixing in together.
That's right.
It's an acquired taste. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know
And
what that's about, but
what's your favorite Christmas tradition? No, that's pretty cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
Christmas tradition.
Yeah. I think putting up the Christmas tree every year because we have a tradition we have had for a long time. We put up the Christmas tree and we bake cookies that same night. So we eat the cookies after we put up the tree or in the middle of putting up the tree, one or the other. So
yeah, the cookies, like it to the point that it was an expectation.
Yep.
That there would be cookies. Like, how dare you? Where's the cookies? Like, there's going to be cookies. And also, while we were doing that, we would also put on like different Christmas movies and different things that were Christmas related on the TV that would make us laugh.
Yep.
And we would have that playing while we were putting up the tree. And so we've done that every year for, even though our son, you know, our other son isn't with us. And also, what was I going to say? Anyway,
we don't normally play music when we put up the tree. We have had a tradition of watching.
You'll need to continue on your personal.
Shut up, Siri.
How rude!
We normally
got it muted.
We have normally in the past watched an episode of Just Shoot Me, called the Finch Who Stole Christmas. It's really, really funny. We haven't been able to find it. We didn't find it last year for free, so we didn't get to do it last year. But we're looking for it again this year. But we usually play that while we're putting up the tree.
Yeah, and then we also did some like Saturday Night Live Christmas skits.
Yep.
As long as they were, you know, nice, clean ones. But this was okay. So this was pre-Trump being president time. Long time ago, Daryl Hammond did impressions of Donald Trump when he was doing the Apprentice show.
Yeah.
And
There was one from Christmas that
Yes.
was pretty funny.
there's at least a couple of them.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you ever look it up, it'd be the ones where Daryl Hammond was doing him, and they are stinking hilarious. So funny. They have a DJ come on once a year to play holiday songs that he works for.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, that is nice, because you're like we were talking earlier. There's some stations just keep playing the same songs over and over and over.
Yep.
But anyway, that was usually our tradition, was to do those, like the Just Shoot Me one and stuff, so that it was like funny. We all are laughing at these jokes that we've heard a million times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
when should you take the Christmas tree down?
sometime in January.
Okay.
How about you?
Yeah, that's fine. That's pretty
Love
cool.
it. You know what's funny is we've never had roasted chestnuts.
No.
No.
We sing the song, but we've never done that.
Yep. Yep. That song has a particular special meaning for us, since we've never actually done it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know, is that just something that's just not done very much in the South?
Probably so.
Yeah, I don't even know like where you buy chestnuts down here.
And then number 12, when should you start buying Christmas gifts? We think as early as possible.
Yeah, I mean, you can even start in January.
Yeah, we have a gift store list that we have with our family. And so they put things on their list all year round for birthdays and Christmas. And so we always have a choice of gifts to choose from for whatever season of the year it is. So
I don't think the light's going to shine. That's not going to work.
but we budget
the middle
for it.
one is the gift store.
We budget for it all year, and then we start buying them as soon as we can. Actually, we got 3 of them already that we're already ready to go with. So
yeah. I saw a joke the other day that said something about anybody else's mom starts sending them reminders to update their Christmas list in October. And I was like, I started in September. Okay, let me see if I can. Okay. There. Giftster. That's what it looks like, the app. And people can add links to what they want, and also say like their sizes, the colors they want, things like that, so that you know exactly what to buy, and you can give access to as many people as you want. So like we have our son and daughter-in-law on the list, but her family has access to the list as well. So once you buy it, you can click that it's been purchased, and then anybody else who she's given access to the list can see that item was already purchased, and they won't duplicate the purchase that way. The only person that can't see that it's been purchased is the actual person who created their list. So in other words, we can see that her family bought her a gift, and they can see if we bought her a gift, but she can't see it.
Yep.
So yeah, that must be what it is. Cause yeah, I've never, and the most north we've ever lived is Tennessee. So
yeah, right on the Virginia line,
Yeah.
Tennessee, Virginia line.
Yeah.
Yep.
Even though technically we did live in Louisville, Kentucky for
About a week.
Yeah. That's cool. Thank you.
All right, so that's been about an hour, so we don't want to take up any more. I know you all have other things you need to get done today, so do we, and so we're going to probably end the stream now. Thank you all for joining us today. It's been great having you all in the chat. So much interaction going on there.
Yeah.
We love it. If you haven't, go and check out each other's channels.
Yes.
So that if you haven't subscribed to each other's channels, go ahead and do that. And let's keep the camaraderie going. So thank you all for joining us. Thank you all for being a part of our YouTube family. We're so blessed to have been able to get to know each and every one of you, and we hope that you all are just as blessed to have known us as well.
Let's say, I think that I mentioned everyone who had a channel except Celine since she came in. And Celine, if you like music, you'll love her channel. So be sure to check her out.
Yeah, that's right. All right. Well, that's going to do it today for the long run with Joel and Christy. I'm Joel.
And I'm Christy.
Don't forget the long run. Give yourself a little grace.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Happy holidays.